Hey, you. Let's shift our reality.
Hey, 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 hey.
Hey, y'all. Welcome back. It's me, Lonnie, from ilovelonnie.com or Talk Lonnie the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube. Today's episode is going to be about you are who you hang around. So, in other videos, we've already touched on you are who you attract based on frequency and vibrations. So you are attracting things, only things that are vibrating on the same frequency as you. That's people, circumstances, experiences, whatever you wanna name it. You are only attracting what is on the same frequency as you. So to gain control of that, because that can seem a little less in your control, but to gain control of that is to control your frequency as best you can, of course. On a previous video, I did touch on some ways to increase your frequency, so that's something you can go back and listen to. But if you want to change what you're attracting, you have to change your frequency. So that's the bottom line. Now, you are who you hang around, even if you attract them. So you can attract somebody, but you choose to either stay around them or to remove yourself, from that equation. So that's a conscious decision that you are able to make. You don't have to accept what you attract. That's another way to raise your vibration, because the more you keep saying no, the universe is going to be like, okay, well, she don't want that. You're putting yourself above that or whatever it is that you're not accepting, which is going to align you with what you do want to accept. So continue to do that. Additionally, you are who you hang around based on frequency. So be conscious who you purposely put yourself around. Look around at the people that you spend most of your time with and ask yourself, are these people that you could learn something from? Is this someone's life you wouldn't mind being on the same frequency of? Can you look up to that person? Does this person motivate you, benefit you, or inspire you in any type of way? Why should you ask yourself these questions? Because you're basically spending your time and investing your energy in that person. So just for easy math, if they're on a lower frequency and you're on a high frequency, it's going to have to balance itself out. So they're going to raise their frequency by being around you, but you're going to lower your frequency by being around them. And depending on the difference, it's not necessarily a bad thing, but you got to take in consideration how much you're lowering your frequency, should I say. You don't want it to be like, oh, somebody that's at a negative whatever, and you at a positive whatever. Like, you gotta consider the scenario. It's almost like a business transaction. How much are you willing to invest in this situation, or what are you willing to invest in the situation? How much profit are you gonna get out of it? That's just an example to use. But all energy is not good energy, and just because you lower it don't mean it has to be lowered to the negatives, but you do want to make sure that it's not, should I say. Almost like, have you ever been in a room with a whole bunch of happy people, and then that one person walk in with an attitude, and then now the room is all awkward and quiet. Some people might even get up and leave because the frequency is thrown off now. And some people are conscious enough to remove themselves from a situation. Some people might just sit there and feel awkward about it and want to leave but don't. It just depends. Everybody handled it different. But the point is that the frequency was thrown off and it was felt in the room, no matter how you handled it or addressed it. So that's another thing. Not only can you risk your frequency being lower, but you also just might feel uncomfortable. And whether you're going to sit there the whole time being uncomfortable because your frequency is technically being lowered, or you might just end up leaving And then that will be for those people that are conscious enough to be like, yeah, no, I'm not about to do that. You know, I can't be around you, or I'm not trying to be around you. Or maybe you sit through it and then that'll just be the last time that you be around them. Either way, that's making a conscious decision. Like, okay, my energy is not in a good space around you. So I have to make it's okay. So that would be up to you, making a conscious decision to be like, okay, my energy is not in a good space around you, so I have to do what's best for myself and not be around you. It's okay. You know, some people might not like that, but we do have to make decisions for the best of us sometimes. There has to be a balance. So basically, protect your energy. Don't let everyone around it. Don't let just anyone around it. Pay attention, close attention. Check out my other videos for tips and other information. And thank you for being here. See you in the next video.